I'm getting deja vu from Tier 2. 3 characters for 1 Transcendence. This was not my idea, and neither was the one on Tier 2. So, I am not original. I just see other people do cool stuff and go, hey, I want to try. And that's what happened here. I actually saw 2 people pull this one off. The first one was this guy by the name of Auron Lionheart, and you'll never guess where I found him. Facebook. That's right. Believe it or not, Facebook is not all just hot takes and people getting their asses kicked on these stages. There is some skill out there. You just gotta know where to look. And the other person goes by the name of Kevz. He's in multiple Discords, including Dissopia's, and I saw him post it and went, alright, that's 2 people, I gotta give this a go. And honestly, I'm glad I did. I mean, it was a little frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. That middle gate, man, I really don't like it. And no, my opinion has not changed about the fight. However, I did get something wrong. I did say that you needed 7 debuffs on each target in that last wave to stop the turn warping, and I was incorrect. It's actually 6. And I gotta credit Final Asim for letting me know, because he mentioned that in the comments of the last Reckoning video I did. And I went back and tried it, and yeah, he was right. 6 is all you need. But this one's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, our damage is definitely suffering because there's only 2 people in a launch comp, so 1/3 of our damage is being cut, more or less. So timing was a little more specific. With 3 people, with Jekt and Selfie around, it doesn't really matter who the third is. They're really just there to add their part in the launch comp, and you really don't have to pay attention to much. But in this, if it's just the 2 of them, you kind of have to keep an eye on that orb. Because normally, if I had a third in here, I would just go right into this summon the second this is over. But not this time around. Maybe I still could have, but I figured it would be better safe than sorry to just kind of keep an eye on that orb, keep an eye on the turn order, and just make sure we're safe. And it paid off. I do have to say I really like Jekt and Selfie as a combo, because with Jekt, you really want him to get as many breaks as possible so he can just keep going, get his free turns, all that. Selfie does not break her targets, unless you Brave Attack or something, but I don't know why you'd ever press that button, especially in this era. Not only that, but with this rework they gave her, she has gravity on her skills now, which is pretty cool. It used to just be straight HP damage, and that was about it. But now, she very often sets the enemy's Brave to 0, which is perfect for Jekt. And as mentioned before, her skill 2 and EX don't add to the turn count, which is very good, because most of her kit is just standing there and providing battery for everybody. Her EX and her skill 2, that's basically what they do. I mean, yeah, they have buffs too, so it's not like they're exactly the same skill. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's just kind of how she functions. She kind of just stands there and feeds Brave to your team. Okay, we're gonna summon pretty soon. You're in the red. It's almost time. Almost time. But we can hold out just a little bit longer. Jekt in front again. I think we can get a break here. Yes, we can. Let Selfie in one more time. I think one more launch and orb will be reset. I'm really stalling here. Again, better safe than sorry. I think it's about that time. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 13%. We can wear him down from here, even with just the 2 of us. I don't know if he'll die in the summon, but I don't remember if he dies in the summon or right when we get out, but regardless, not much to worry about anymore. But this isn't really, this isn't really the tough part. The tough part's the Reckoning. I'm sure this goes without saying, but I'm not going to rerun the Auron solo. I'm going to just link that in the description, since I did that already. So if you want to watch that, there's a link to it in the description. Alright, this ought to do it. And done. Beautiful. Okay. Now we can move on to the Reckoning. Did not think I would ever rerun this stage, but these people have inspired me, so I'm back. I did make a slight modification because I saw Kevz set up, and it was basically mine, except he had a Jack call instead of the Kursame call. This just, or excuse me, not Kursame. He had a Jack call instead of the Kais call. But Kais just worked out better for me. I tried with Jack a couple times and it worked, but I just wasn't doing it right, I guess. I don't know. I'm not very good at this fight, I'll be honest with you. Like, it's just, the timing is so weird. So, I don't know, it takes a lot of getting used to. I'm still not even entirely used to it. But at this point, I'm done. I'm not going back now. He somehow did this in 25 turns. I don't know how the hell he did that, but he did, so kudos to him. In fact, I think Kevz has a YouTube channel, and I apologize, Kevz, if you're listening to this, and I'm unaware that you have one. I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah, you do. But I haven't seen it. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen it. So, for anybody watching this, don't watch this. Turn this off and go watch Kevz do it instead, if he has a video of it up. If he does, I'll put it in the description of this video so that you can click that and watch that instead of this, because it's better than this. Not to kiss your ass, dude, but you absolutely smoked this. So credit where it's due, that's all I'm saying. But the strategy, go all the way in on this wave. That's what I'm trying to do. But you still got to think about the future, because I figure, not I figure, Kevz figured, and he was right, to just use your burst here, and then yeah, you can have your summon for the next wave. At least I think that's how he did it. Like, all I know is kind of how he set up in the beginning. I don't know how the hell he did the second wave. We didn't really talk about that. But I did it my way. I took a few more turns than he did, but it worked out. And, in fact, he was able to, I'll just spoil it now, he was able to kill these guys without them taking a single turn. I let them swing at me at the end here. But it honestly worked out. We got some off-turn damage, and it was totally fine. And their defenses are so ridiculous when they're floating like this. My god. Like, Jack's burst should have done so much more damage than that. So much more. I wanted to use that burst finisher. It was very tempting in this situation, because I want to just kill these guys as fast as possible, but I'm thinking about the future. And I don't want Jack's damage to drop off when we're fighting the mantises, manti, I don't know what the plural is. The fucking flowerhead idiot looking things. Those things. Those turn warping assholes. Whatever you want to call them. So we're pretty good on the orb for now, but that won't last long, especially with them taking a turn. That's going to put us in a very bad situation, but nothing we can't handle. Drop their stats a little bit with that Vanishing Blade. I'm pretty sure that's the only time I pressed that button. Or maybe I pressed it in the next wave, I don't remember. Okay, so now that your defenses are lowered, we'll attack you. You're dead. Get rid of that Brave. Thank you, Selfie. Healing us up too. Alright. 2 actions or we're dead. It's that simple. But Jack can handle this. I probably could have killed him with the EX, but I wanted to be absolutely sure. Okay. These guys. As far as dealing with their shenanigans, the only thing I have to do that is Auron's debuffs and the Ferris Call. And those added together is enough to stop the warping. Which is great. Now this I did to refresh his burst effect and get them underneath this first awkward threshold. Because now they'll cleanse, swing at us, and then Auron can re-debuff them. So now we can do damage again. And it worked out perfectly that Jack was going right before Selfie, because Selfie has that Ferris Call. So now she can get rid of all their stuff. So they'll warp one more time, and that'll be that. Beautiful. Now, I don't know if I should have just summoned here and went crazy, but I know that they're going to cleanse again at 60%. So I figure we'll just kind of take it easy. Let the Auron counters do their work. And then we can go in after the fact. Because, I mean, with these reckoning stages, you do have to, you know, think about... You gotta really think about what you're doing. These are not normal loop pluses. Not by a long shot. I definitely enjoyed Tier 5 more than this one. I don't know, I really enjoyed that mummy fight. Because I thought it was difficult enough to still be interesting, but not restrictive enough to just be stupid. Like, it didn't feel like they were obviously trying to sell me something. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt like a good, fun fight. This still feels like, hey guys, you want Caius? Pull for Caius, he's going to be really good here. That's what this feels like, and it just feels like... I don't know, I'm not into sales pitches. And that's what I feel like this is. I feel like it's the worst sales pitch ever for a character I don't want. That's why I don't like this fight. I know what, I'm going to bring up Final Aston again. He was saying that he liked it because it was difficult. Which I get that take, and it's not like I don't like difficult fights. Like, I want to dispel that. This is an unpopular opinion, but that Sephiroth raid wasn't a raid. That Heretics, when he first came out with the LD and the Burst, those imps that everybody hated, for those of you who are listening who were around when that happened, a lot of people hated that fight. I actually really liked it. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I thought it was really difficult, but I didn't feel like they're trying super hard to sell me on the banner. I felt like it's just a difficult fight regardless. And looking around on various Discords and group chats and stuff, a lot of people brought some pretty interesting stuff to that. Like, Saz was a pretty popular character. Like, we all thought Saz was on the bench back then, but he was still putting in work. I don't know, that one had a lot more interesting stuff going on than this, if you ask me. So I guess all this to say, a fight can be memorable and difficult and not be designed like crap. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. Because some of these fights, yeah, we remember them, but that doesn't make it a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, we remember it because of how bad it was in certain situations, I guess. And by bad, I don't necessarily just mean difficult. I'm talking mainly design weighed against how they're trying to get you to pull for the character, which I'm not going to act like I have the answers. I mean, that's a hard thing to balance, I guess, because you have to design a fight in a way that does push the synergy character, but you want to do it in a way where it doesn't push it so hard that the rest of your roster feels like they can't do it at all, I guess. That's an over-exaggeration, because here I am doing it without Caius, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. So now that I've rambled, yeah, we don't have to really worry about warping or any of that stuff now. We just kind of waited until that second threshold, which was 60%, to re-debuff them with Selfie's second use of the Ferris Call. And now we can just beat them up. They are going to get turns again, but that's fine. Auron's got our backs. With Auron, you want him to get turns. It's free damage. But you don't want him to act too much because I cannot have these debuffs going away. They have to stay here. Otherwise, we get more warping, more healing. No fun. So, I guess, you know, doing it this way, it's definitely different. It's a lot less safe than having Maria here. But I do think Selfie's more fun to play than Maria, absolutely. But that's just me. Not to say Maria's not fun. Maria's great. I'm actually really happy with her. I think she's awesome. So that works and this works, I guess. But if you want to save characters and just have 3 characters in this tier, these are the 3. Maybe there's other 3 character setups who can do it. I don't know, but this is what I got. Curious as to why I wouldn't, why didn't I use that free C65? It would have been extra damage. It's not like I'm going to run out of skills with Auron. Whatever. Okay, so now B has the healing back, but at this point, it's not really going to be all that threatening, because they're basically dead. I don't even know if he's going to get to heal again. I honestly don't remember. I don't think he is. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah, he's toast. No more healing. We're good on all that. And then I remember, oh wait a minute, I still have that other Kite's Call. We might as well set Auron up since I can see that his EX is up. By the way, I love this quality of life update that you can see the EXs. That's so good. I'm very happy that we got that. I know we've all been waiting for it, but it's a good one. You can plan out stuff like this, because I knew he'd be able to labor when we get a full launch. Otherwise, if that wasn't there, I'm terrible at keeping track of that stuff. I would have had no idea if his EX was up or not. So, I welcome that update. Big fan of it. And that will be that. 3 characters for 1 Transcendence, yet again. Thank you to the 2 people who inspired me to do this. You guys are great. And hope to see you guys around. Thanks for watching.